Blessed be everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a spell to help you tap into your courage. But before we do that, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. And if you want to do just that, craft your Wiccan path, learn more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to get better at your spell casting, be a little bit more strategic and understand what you need to be thinking about to have successful spell work, do download my free PDF, the Spellcaster Checklist. The link is in the description field below this video. When it comes to courage, it's really the solution to fear. So at the end of the day, it's all about fear. And courage enables you to be able to feel the fear and do it anyway. And you can use the energy of fear to actually fuel the action when you tap into your courage. So it's a way of using that energy in a way that is constructive rather than destructive. Fear is necessary for our survival. Obviously, we need to have fear to run away from a wild animal. We need to have fear to know not to step out in front of an oncoming truck. So it has its uses. And the ego uses fear in order to keep you alive here on this physical, what we call physical planet. But the problem with fear is that it ends up dominating our lives and stopping us from actually living our lives. And fear is one of the biggest problems and probably the root of all evil really at the end of the day, because a lot of the negative qualities that we see in our own behavior and other people's behavior, when we look out into the world around us and we see the craziness that just doesn't make sense, and the fear mongering that goes on, that has been going on our whole lives, it always comes back to the ego feeling that sense of annihilation if it doesn't happen. So for people who are very control oriented and want to control everything and everyone, it comes back to fear. Their fear of not having control, their fear of annihilation. Greed, selfishness, narcissism, all these things come really from a root of fear. And from the day we come out of the womb, and even while we're in the womb, we are exposed to fear. We're exposed to the fear of the indoctrination that goes on in our culture, our religions, our schooling. We learn to fear authority, we learn to fear this, and we learn to fear that. And so we learn to fear. And whilst a lot of it is maybe with good intention to help keep us alive, at the end of the day, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and the fear can actually stop us from first realizing who and what we truly are, waking us up to the fact that this is an energetic world that we live in and that we have the capacity to be able to create the life that we want to create. And just basically being able to take the actions that may go against our beliefs that we grew up with or the beliefs of the people around us. And that takes courage. It takes courage to be able to stand up for yourself. It takes courage to be able to stand up for what you believe. It takes courage to go up against a group of people and say, you know, I disagree, or I'm not doing it, or I am doing it, or whatever it is that you feel compelled to do or not do. So fear may come simply from the fact you've got to do something you don't particularly want to do, like go for a job interview, public speaking, that kind of thing. Or it can be a heart thing. It can be you feel your conscience is involved and you feel a heartfelt truth that you have to do this or not do this, or you have to say this or not say this. It's something that's coming from the heart, but fear then can block that and stop you from actually acting on it. And then you get to the end of your life and you feel like, well, what have I done? A lot of people, when they come to the end of their life, will say that what they regret the most is not doing what they really wanted to do, not standing in their courage and actually facing their fears and doing what they really truly wanted to do. And it's only fear that stops us from doing that. So we're going to do a courage spell. A spell is a temporary thing, so it's not something that's going to permanently make you courageous. But if you need to do something courageous within a day or two of the spell, then it can help give you the courage. I would say try to do this spell as close to the need for courage as you can get, because it's not going to last very long. To work on courage from a more permanent point of view, you really need to deal with all of the fears and the traumas from your background that have contributed to you living in a state of fear, and that takes time and it takes inner work. But a spell can certainly help give you that temporary courage fix if you need to use it in any way. So I've chosen a red candle, and red is the color of courage. It's a fiery color. It is associated with Aries, Mars as deities, and it can give us that helpful fiery energy that you need to be able to have that courage. A candle is, of course, always a fire spell anyway, so you're working with the element of fire when you are doing a candle spell. The oils that you can use to anoint your candle can be cedarwood, pine, sandalwood, bergamot. I'm using bergamot today, so as we anoint the candle, just bringing it in from the wick down the candle, so as you're drawing the courage to you. You're really tapping into the courage you already have, because you do have the courage already. You've just got to tap into it. And as you are addressing your candle, this is where you start to tap into your courage. So if you're the sort of person that works well with memory, as you're anointing your candle, think of a time when you did feel courage, and then tap into how that felt in your body, and just observe how it feels, because it will be a feeling, a muscular feeling in your body. You may feel it in your solar plexus. You may feel it in the heart chakra too, depending on what it was for. But definitely you'll feel it, the strength in your solar plexus, because your solar plexus is your power center. So when it comes to really standing in your power, it's the solar plexus that you're really wanting to have that fortification in. If you're not somebody that works well with memory, like me, I'm not great at bringing up memories of things and tapping into memories. Just tap into what courage would feel like to you if you were feeling courageous. What does courage feel like? And just feel into that. Change your posture. Make sure that you're sitting or standing, however you're doing your spell, that you are in a courageous posture. So that means that you're upright, you're not slouched over, that your shoulders are relaxed but they're down, and you are feeling that this part of your body is very, very strong. So this, the solar plexus area is very, very strong. If you're feeling you need the courage in order to be able to speak from the heart or act from the heart, then allow your heart to be open as well. Then once you've done that, it's time to light your candle. And as you stare into the flame, just see that flame being like a light that is within your solar plexus. And feel that light grow and grow and grow. And it's the light of courage, so feeling into that emotion of courage. And if you're used to working with pore breathing, which is something that I teach in the Mystery Witch School 101 course, you can absorb the red energy of fire through the pores of your skin. So just imagining that they're surrounded, that this red of the candle is surrounding you, and that you're drawing in that red energy into the pores of your skin. And then as you do that, you can say, I draw on my courage, I tap into my courage. My courage grows and grows and grows. I draw in my courage, I tap into my courage. My courage grows and grows and grows. I draw in courage, I tap into my courage. My courage grows and grows and grows. My courage grows, my courage grows, my courage grows, my courage grows. And just repeat that over and over and over again until you're really feeling that sense of strength and courage. And do this mantra for as long as you need to. But I do encourage you to do it for some time. Now, if you're using a chime candle like this, these candles usually only last for about an hour or two. So that'll burn down pretty fast. If you're using a larger candle, it'll take longer for it to burn down. But just to really give yourself time to build this spell, because a lot of the magic in this spell is you building it within yourself. The magic is there to help, but it's really about you tuning into your own courage and building it, and the mantra and your posture and the visualization will all help that grow and help that build. Allow the candle to burn down safely, and then your spell is done. Go and do whatever it is that you need to do that you were doing the spell for in the first place. I'd like to also invite you over to my Facebook page at this point, because every week now on my Facebook Live, we're going to be doing a meditation, a healing meditation, sending healing, love and courage and various different things out into the world, because so much has happened over the last 18 months, going on 2 years now. It's really a time, I think, when humanity just really needs some healing and some extra love and some extra courage to be able to, you know, work through what all of the things that are going on. And I feel that as Wiccans, as witches, we need to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So if we can energetically get together and be able to put more positive and higher vibration out there in the world, then we are actually helping not just raise the vibration, but also helping humanity get back on track and living our lives as spiritual beings having a human experience. So the link to my Facebook page is in the description field under this video. If you're already on my newsletter, if you've signed up to any of my free courses, free courses such as the How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice, which is a video, or any of the PDFs, you will already possibly be on my mailing list. But if you want to get on my mailing list to know when the Facebook Lives are coming, then you can sign up for my newsletter, which is also in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.